What's up, everyone? It is Saturday, and I am going to attempt to play this 49 Quick Decks game. I'm going to mess it up. It actually seems really complicated, but so does every game the first time you play it. So I'm not too concerned about that. It probably is a pretty quick game. We'll find out. But and I haven't learned it. All I've done is watch people play it on the internet, which you don't really get hey, here's how you start a game on the internet anywhere. It's just people diving into games, at least from what I found. If there's videos from the very beginning, I would love to find them. I don't know what all these things are for. I'm assuming they go on the board somewhere. I'm not a big fan of game boards. I'd rather do it with like Pro Football Helper. But unfortunately, I'm playing with 2025, which is why I bought this. I've got the 2025 playoff team, so it's the complete season here. The Rams versus the Seahawks. That's the game I'm going to go with. I think I might have said in the last video in the unboxing, Rams Broncos. But I'm going to go with Rams Seahawks because a couple of weeks ago on either Monday night or Sunday night or Thursday night, I think it was Thursday night, it was a great game. The Seahawks won it in overtime with a 2-point conversion. It was great. So I'm going to try to replay something like that. I'm going to try to keep stats using these sheets. I love these sheets. This is such a great idea to like pre-make these for us. I wish other ones would do this, including APBA, even though I use Pro Football Helper. In this case, again, 2025 isn't in Pro Football Helper, so I can't really use it unless I took the time to insert it, but I'm not going to do that. So I've got these stat sheets here for each team. This is Seattle, and then underneath it I have the Rams. And it has the players' names already in there and a place where you can enter stats. My handwriting is really terrible, so it's going to be interesting to see if we can actually read it when I'm done. And again, I have no clue what I'm doing. So I'm going to put Seattle somehow, but I need those helmets or those cards that Dave has. I need to somehow put Seattle on one side. I know Seattle's the Rams are the visitor, so the Rams are over here on this side. Seattle's on this side. I need something to say that for me. But so what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to kick off, and I'm going to roll 2 dice. We've got white and blue. Blue will be Seattle. White will be the Rams. And the Rams win 2-1, so the Rams will receive because deferring makes no sense to me in real life. So Seattle's going to kick off. So if Seattle's going to kick off, they are here. Wait, no, they're here. You're going to kick off from the 35, and I'm going to figure out how to do a kickoff here. So according to the directions, I roll a D20 on the kickoff. So let's go to that chart. So here's your offensive chart, but kicking is going to be underneath it. So your kickoff chart is right here. Kickoff. I'm supposed to roll, I think, a D20. This is going to be your 1 through 20, and I'm going to go to the, I think I'm going to be right here, which means if it's, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so that's your kickoff row. All right, so let's try this. So we're going to roll a D20, which it came with 2 of them. I have extra pieces here. Again, I have no clue what these are for. I have not worked that out yet. Maybe it's to put on the charts. These charts here, we'll go with that. All right, here we go. Oh, and I have my fancy scoreboard that I created up there in the upper left-hand corner. I created this to use with APBA with my 2012 because those teams were different. I created the fake teams that I never played with, and those weren't in Pro Football Helper. I was going to have to keep score myself. So I'm just going to use this scoreboard. And if you want to see what it looks like here, if I share my screen, you can just see that I have this right here, just a little website that I created, and I can go ahead and click these buttons, and it'll add and subtract time and score, and I can create who's on possession, that whole thing. So problem with this is that you guys have seen it before. I have a goldfish memory. I've already forgotten who won the toss. I think it was 2-1. I think the Rams won the toss. Yeah. Let's go back to my 49 quick deck screen. There we go. Okay. All right. So I'm not sure what the red die is for either, but we'll find out because we're going to learn this together. So I'm gonna roll a 20-sided die. Whoops. Or I'm gonna bounce it off the top. All right. A 1. So it's gonna. Oh, that's a 10-sided die. All right, a 17. So if I go here to kickoff, all the way over to 17, that's going to go 66 yards. So that's going to be 1 yard deep into the end zone. So if I can figure out how to deal, again, this football is confusing me. The fields confuse me a little bit. Now we got to figure out how to do a kickoff return. Either use the kickoff return row located at the top of the kicking chart. Oh, so there's kick return. Oh, I see. Or if you use individual returners, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play quick decks, but I'm probably going to accidentally mix in the on-the-field stuff. I don't know, because that's how I play APBA. I play basic with some master stuff incorporated into it. So, all right, so individual kick returns is right here. And I need to go to the Rams, though. Let's see. Oops. Let me get this all mixed up. So here's the Rams right here. So individual kick returns is right here for the Rams. So I'm going to roll the 20-sided die to figure out which player, and I'm going to roll a 20-sided die for here to figure out what the return is. All right, so let's do that. Let's roll two. I have a second one, right? Yeah, I have a purple one. So we'll go with the white one being the player and the purple one being the return. All right, so the player is 3, and that is going to be Jordan Whittington. And then I roll a 2, and that's going to be a not very good kickoff return of 16 yards. So that means they're going to start at the 15-yard line. First and 10 Rams. First and 10 Rams. You know, I don't like that. But and then, let's see, time off the clock. How do we deal with time off the clock? I almost want to just do APBA rules because that's what I understand. But I'm sure there's a way in here for time. And there's a whole bunch of quick reference guides in this thing, and there's a lot here. There really is a lot here. I think let's see if I can figure out how, if there's something in here on a clock guide. I should have probably looked that up ahead of time, but I mean, who cares? You guys can do this with me. What do we got here? We got reference cards. So let's see, kicking. I think I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna eyeball this and do it myself with time. We'll go between 10 and 40 seconds per play, and we'll say that play took 10 seconds. So that means I can do this with my clock. Actually, I think I'm going to go APBA rules because back to my scoreboard. My scoreboard here is I have plus and minus 30, or I have minus 30 and minus 15. So it's really easy for me to take time off the clock instead of doing it in tens. I need to add a little thing to my program that I wrote so that it'll go plus or minus 10. But for now, I'm just going to go APBA rules. Another thing that I'm going to do with this is I'm not going to play with half a yards. I don't really, that's weird to me. I think it's just because I won't be able to do the math in my head as quick. I'm trying to figure out how to sort this out on the screen too so that it makes sense to everybody. So, all right, so that took, I'm going to say that took 15 seconds because it was a kickoff return. And it's going to be 14:45, and I put Denver in there, so I got to start that over. Let's go back to here, and then back to here. And then I'm going to type in away team is going to be the Rams. And it's Seattle. 4 quarters, 15 minutes. And then load. All right, there we go. So the Rams have the ball. First and 10. So we'll go first down. And I'm going to put, I guess 10 is just because of this thing. This thing here at the bottom. Not a fan. I don't use the APBA board either, so that's probably what part of the problem is. And now I got to figure out how to call plays. And I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to that. So one of the things, if you look at these, something I really like here. If you look, let's see, the Rams are going to have the ball. What they did is they put the kind of offense they run in here somewhere. There it is. Offense, see how it says pass more. Defense, conservative. So there's a whole bunch of these charts for call. This is if you're going to let the game call the plays. And again, that's how I am. I don't call plays very often. So we have, like, here we go. We have pass more right there. South means NFL. Pass more. I don't know what aggressive means. It doesn't say pass more aggressive. It just says pass more. So this is going to be what I use to call plays based on the down and distance. So this is going to be for the Rams. All right. Then I have defense in here. I don't really know how to use this. And it says... So it says that the Seahawks on the sheet here, it says they are aggressive. Defense aggressive. So I'm going to use the aggressive here. But again, I don't really know how to use it. I don't know what to do with any of these. So maybe I won't do defense yet. I'll have to read the instructions. Again, you guys are learning this with me. I'm putting you through it. I'm putting you through this. All right, so let's put this back here. We're going to start with the Rams, and let's just see what it says for calling a play. Got to get past 12 or 13 kicking pages. All right, here we go. Running play. All right, so let's roll some dice. to work out the play and who's going to do it. So running play. All right. All right, there we go. All right, so you can call whatever you want. Choose run location. All right, so we're just going to roll some dice here. All right, so this is going to call our play for the Rams. Again, this is that aggressive pass. We're going to roll. It's first down and 10. So we're going to roll in this green chart right here, this green row column right here. We're going to roll one die for now. I know eventually I'm going to roll multiple. Actually, let's roll two because I'm going to use it to figure out the player at the same time. So again, white will be the play call, and two will be the purple will be the player. All right, so it's a 5 and a 7. So 5 is going to be an off-tackle run. And a 7 is going to be, where's it at? Where are we at? Right there. 1 to 13, 14 to 20. Not sure why Ronnie Rivers is on there without a number. You think he'd have a number if he's going to run the ball, but maybe he never ran the ball. I don't know. So 1 to 13 is Kyron Williams. So we're going to go Kyron Williams. And it's going to be a off-tackle run. All right. Now, I think I flip a card. I think I flip a game action card now. So let me move this down here. We'll flip a game action card. This is an off-tackle run. Please don't have anything at the top. Not on my first play. Oh, we get a penalty 12 plus. I don't know what that means. But we're going to get a off-tackle run, so we're going to go -3, and Kyron starts at a, let's see, on an off-tackle, he's a 45, so that makes it a 42, but I don't know how to do penalties. I was really hoping that we wouldn't have any penalties on it. At least let me get through one play. Let's see here. All right, so penalty 12 plus. Oh, okay, so penalty 12 plus. So this says penalty 12 plus on it right there. So penalty 12 plus. That penalty is only applied if the offending team's penalty rating is 12 or more. Well, how do you know which team it is? Is it for the offense? So the Rams penalty is, well, I figured it would be right here. But where's that on the chart? Penalty 12 plus. Located on their offensive team chart. Passing, defense. So we have all these different categories. I'm sure penalty is here somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Fumble, pass deflection, rush, interception, offensive run, defensive run, passing and running, passing plays, kicking and returns, defensive performers. Okay, I will say that what these directions should include are a quick start guide. Here's how you start. Kick off, do this. And then some examples of everything that could happen during that. So, because right now I have no idea what to do with this penalty. Let's see. Penalties. So on their team chart, it doesn't show. So here's what it says. Right here. It says penalty 12 plus, which is what I rolled. A penalty is only applied if the offending team's penalty is a 12 or more. A team's penalty rating is located on their offensive team chart. And it says San Francisco's example is this. Well, I don't have San Francisco, so that doesn't help me at all. Oh, wait, right there. Maybe that's it right there. Is that it? Pen? All right, so I'm going to guess that's pen and has nothing to do with pen or pencils. So 10. So I'm going to say that they're not. So we're going to say no penalty because it's 12 plus. They were a 10. And then we've got a -3 on the off tackle run right here. A -3 because he's running off tackle. So right there. Right. Then we're going to flip, I think, a result card. So his off tackle was 45. So it's a 42. And now I think I just flip one of these and look at 42. And I think off tackle is on the right. Or is that pass? Pass. Oh, yeah, I think run is right here. Like this is whether the pass is complete or not. This is the passing result, and then this is the running result. So 42 equals 3D. What? What is 3D? Do I have to put on glasses? 3D glasses? What are we doing here? I didn't see that coming. Why can't it be easy the first time? Yeah, these directions are not great. Let's see. All right, so looking for 3D. So running is 38. Okay. QD. Got that. We got that. Got that. Did that. There's your action cards. Okay, now we're to determine the yards loss or gain. Okay, there's your. I see card examples with D. Here it is. Some results have a D. This means the defense can make a good play and limit. Roll a D12 against the defense's run rating. Okay, so the Rams, the Seahawks, they got a great defense. Their run rating is a 6. No, that's offense. Or defense run is an 8. Okay, so if it's within their range, it meets defensive limits. I'm assuming range means 8. Like, for example, you can see it says defense run 8. I'm assuming in range means 8 or below. So let's see. It means the defense limits on the same move 3 cells lower to the left. Wow. So 3 to the left would be go 3 that way. Oh, wow. Okay. So if it's within, that means the defense limits on the same results card move 3 cells lower to the left. Yep. This is the cell used. So if moving would go below 0 to 9, you just start at 0 to 9. All right. Defense checks it. If the defense's range, it would limit. Okay, so we're going to roll now between one. We're going to roll a D12. Is that what this is, or is this 10? Oh, this is 12. So we're going to roll this D12, this fancy D12 right here. And if it's 8 or lower, we're going to move 3 cells to the left. So if it's 9, 10, 11, 12, it's a 3-yard gain. And if it's 1 through 8, it's going to be a 1.5-yard game. I'm going to round up. I already decided I'm going to round up in the first quarter and the fourth quarter. I'm going to round down in the second and third. So how I'm going to do it. Because a half a yard thing is puzzling to me. So this is we're going to roll for 1 to 8. And we're going to get a 5. So that is going to be that the defense made a good play. Instead of 3 yards, it's going to be a 2-yard gain. And just like that, it's going to be 2nd and 8. All right. And that's a 30 to me. Again, I'm using APBA rules. That's a 30-second play. All right, let's keep going here. Eventually, I'll get the hang of it and I'll fly through it, I'm sure. One thing I want to do is I want to switch these two. I want to put this big fat one right here. All right, let's do it again. We're going to roll for the play and the player. And it is 2nd down and 8. So we're going to roll in this column here. And we got Matthew Stafford. Just so you guys know. 2025. Just let me say real quick. 2025 was one of the more fun football years I've ever watched. I had some good fantasy teams. That helped. But there's so many good players throughout the whole league. I think every team that's in the playoffs, with the exception of maybe the Chargers and maybe Carolina, can get to the Super Bowl. Like, it's really wide open. And that's what happens when Kansas City doesn't make the playoffs. So I'm really, really excited about this. That's why I'm playing this season. So let's go to the Rams. The Rams are actually getting ready to play in about an hour. They're going to start. So that'll be kind of fun. 2nd and 8 for the Rams. And we're going to get a 6 and a 14. Ooh, that's my birthday. A 6 and a 14. So 6 is going to be an outside run. And 14 is going to be Blake Corum. So Blake Corum comes in to steal carries from Kyren Williams, just like he did when I had Kyren Williams in fantasy all year. But I'm not bitter. So it's going to be Kyren Williams, and it's going to be an outside run. So we're going to flip this card here. And we're going to get, oh, you know what? Did I do that wrong? So it looks like, oh, no, that's right. So it says penalty CFL 16 plus. I'm going to guess that I skipped that because I'm playing NFL, not CFL. I'm going to guess I skipped that. All right. So nothing else special. That's great. Our run outside is, oh my goodness, it's a 30. This is a big run for Blake Corum. It's a 30. Corum starts out as a, what is this, an outside run? Yeah, outside. He starts out as a 51, so we're going to make it an 81. Is that right? Did I do that right? See, it says run out 30. So does that mean I add 30? And he's a 51. We'll see it right here in the outside run column. He's a 51, so that make it an 81, and I just flip this over. And, oh, it's only 5.5 yards, so it's 6 yards. So Blake Corum is going to get 6 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to make it 3rd down and 2 now. And I'm not using the clock. I'm not using the clock at all. I'm using it on my game here instead. And it's going to be 13:45 to go. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 now for the Rams. 3rd and 2, so we'll go to there. We'll roll it again. And we get a 15 and a 10. So we're going to go medium pass. Nice. 10 for the Rams. We're going to look at the medium. Medium is right here. I like this a lot. I like how specific this is. And it's going to be Jordan Whittington, your kickoff returner. He's only got a 10 to 10, so he's only one spot. And we're going to start with you know what? Have I been doing that wrong? No, 64. Yes. I wonder what is the second number? I don't know what the second, there's 2 numbers. I'm going to look this up. There's 2 numbers here. I know one of them is the percentage that he catches the ball, but which one do I actually use? So let's go to passing. Okay, so passing. Okay, so the completion percentage is in the... Oh. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so the completion percentage is in the blue column. So the completion percentage to Jordan Whittington from Matthew Stafford is apparently 64. That's a lot of research, if that's correct. Boy, Grant, you did a lot of research if that's correct. 64. I'm not sure what that number is. 58. What is that number? Yardage in the yellow columns. Okay, so that's yardage. I don't know what you do with it, but it's yardage. His is 58. And again, that's the one in the yellow column right here. Right there. So 64 is the percentage. 58 is the yardage. Which one do I start with? Oh, I'm not even writing down stats. Man, I really want to write stats down because I love stats, but it's going to take away from me playing the game. I can tell that already. So Kyron had 2. Corum had 6. All right. So the yard. Okay, so then we go determine the target receiver, the length of the pass, put a marker over his completion. So that's what that's for. I'm not doing that. As a reminder of his starting. So his starting completion percentage is 64. And now we're going to turn over a Quick Dex fast action card, game action card, which is right here. And it says, pressure all defense. So what does that mean? Pressure. Defense has the potential for pressure on the quarterback if the card has a light blue cell with press, which it does. It will also state the length of pass, which is press all. And then either quarterback or defense. Yeah, I saw some people. I think I saw Dave doing this with the pressure. That's kind of how I knew to do it. So this means I'm going to look at Seattle's pressure. All right, so we'll go to Seattle's pressure range, which is right. Is it pass rush? +2, 1 to 10. Is that it? I think that's it. So use the defense. The example shows there's potential pressure for intermediate and longer passes defense. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so roll a d20 against it. Against the quarterback's ratings outlined in red. Wow. This just got complicated. I'm sure it's easy. Don't get me wrong. It's just you got to figure it out. All right, so we're going to roll a d10 and check the result. So do I add 2? Okay, let's see. So press +2. And then this one is press. So if the defense gets pressure, roll a d20 and check the results against the quarterback. But do I add in? Like, what is the plus? What is, it just says pressure all defense. So then it says defense. So we're going to go to, this could be a long video, guys. We're going to go to the, roll a d20 and check the result against the quarterback's rating. Why am I doing that? What's the defense have to do then? And there's nothing on the card. Okay, so I roll against the quarterback's pressure. So we're going to go to Stafford's pressure, which is right. But that's looking at the quarterback. I'm not looking at the quarterback. I'm looking at the defense. Right? Let's see. Is it on here? No. I don't see it on here. That's kicking. This is individual defense, which I absolutely will be using. So if their defense, so if it says pass rush +2, 1 to 10, what does that mean? Pass rush +2, 1 to 10. So roll if the defense gets okay. So add modifiers from the pressure line, which there are none. So 1 to 10. So then roll a d20. But what is the d20 mean? I don't understand. I don't understand. I wonder if that's because. Hang on, I need to look at a couple of these where there's pressure. Are there numbers? Oh, not those. Oh yeah, those. Pressure medium quarterback. Pressure all. Okay, so there's not numbers on here for pressure. There's literally just pressure with whatever kind of pass is against it. So I don't know how to do this. Pressure intermediate, pressure +1. Oh man. So I see like Josh Allen's. Like they're showing an example. He's showing an example with Josh Allen, but that's if it's quarterback. I'm doing it for defense. So roll a d20 against the quarterback's ratings. I mean, the ratings of Matthew Stafford are here, and his pressure is right here. But what's the point of having the defense 1 to 10 +2, whatever that means? Does that mean I just add 2? I doubt it. I doubt that's what it means. All right, we're going to pause. I'm going to go look this up. And by look it up, I mean I'm going to go find a video, probably Dave playing, because there's a whole bunch of long videos of him playing, and see if he ran across it so he can tell me what to do. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm going to take a shot at this. And now I'm sitting, by the way, because I think this is going to be a long video. And I'm sitting now because I don't want my back to be hurting it because I'm old. I have a bad back. All right, so I think what this means is pressure for Seattle, 1 to 10, right there. I'm not sure what the +2 means, but 1 to 10 means, and there's nothing here. It's just pressure all DEF, defense. Look at the defense. So I'm going to roll 1 to 10, and this would be a 20-sided die, I'm sure. And we're going to get a 6, so that is going to be pressure. Right, so then we go to the quarterback chart, and that's going to be Stafford right here, and we're going to look at his pressure area, which is right here. So you either have sack, he's going to get the pass off, but we're going to subtract 8 from the number that we use, which is, chances of it being complete are a little less. Is he going to check it down 16 to 18, or is he going to run 19 to 20? So let's roll another 20, and it's a 2. So 2 was a quarterback sack, so they get to him, and then you roll a d12 to see how far the sack is, and it's going to be 10 yards. So they're going to get a 10-yard sack, and then my guess is, if I want to keep track of this, I can go to Seattle, and I can roll to see not only who got the pressure, but who got the sack. And we're doing both of those because I love stats. All right, so here we go. Let's roll. Let's see. We're going to roll a d20, and we're going to say the pressure was Jaron Reed, the nose tackle. Jaron Reed, I rolled a 16. So he's your nose tackle. Getting the sack is a 13, and that is going to be DeMarcus Lawrence. I think it's DeMarcus. DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and getting the sack. So I'm going to mark that on the stats because why not, So we're going to go sack. Doing the stats is going to make this take longer, but that's okay. So there's no place to do it here. So I'm just going to go sacks, and I'll write it on here. DeMarcus Lawrence gets 1 for -10, and that is going to be, so we're going to go -10. So we'll back them up to see, I don't like this because it's so hard for me to tell right off the bat. I'm not used to this. It's like kids trying to read a clock with hands nowadays. I'm not used to this. So they're at the 28. So we're going to back them up to, no, they're at the 23. So we'll back them up to the 13. And that's going to make it 4th down and a bunch. That's going to be 30 seconds off the clock. Boom, 13:15 to go. And they're going to have to punt. So there you go. Just like that, in the snap of a finger, kind of, we've done the first drive. And it's the Rams going 3 and out. So let's figure out how to punt. This is the kind of game that I feel like I'm going to really, really, really like once I figure it out, because I love all of the extra. I don't mind all the extra dice rolls. I love how specific all this is to each team, to each player. And I'm a stats guy. If you want to play a really quick game, maybe this isn't for you. It probably is quick once you figure it out. So, all right, let's go punt. Regular punt. Roll a d20 to determine the length of the punt. So we're going to go to the Rams. We'll go to their kicking. And that's right here. There's punt. Ethan Evans. And I guess, I don't know, is FC a fair catch if it's 1 to 12? Is that what that means? Let's see. Yeah. So if it's a fair catch, it's gonna. So I'm gonna roll on the 1 to 20 right here, and it's gonna be a fair catch if it's 1 to 12. Otherwise, that's the yardage of the punt for the 1 to 20 right there. All right, so here we go. 1 to 20. And it's a 16. Is that? I wonder if that's 2 separate rolls. I wonder if you roll 2 dice. Let's do that. Let's roll 2 dice. So again, the white die goes first, so that'll determine the length of the punt, and then the purple die will determine if it's a fair catch or not. All right, so an 8-3. So it will be a fair catch, and it will be 44 yards. Good punt. Oh, man, so I have to do the math now. So 13 plus 44 is 57, so that's going to be the 43-yard line of the Seahawks are going to catch it. They're going to have it 1st and 10 at the 43 after the fair catch by... See, they don't have those stats on here. I think I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay not keeping track of, all the special stuff. Oh, wait, there's punts and punch. Oh, there's punch returns. Okay. So, all right, I'll just put FC. Fair catch. Okay. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 Seahawks with Sam Darnold leading the way and Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet in the backfield. And one of my favorite players, JSN, Jackson Njigba. They got Cooper Kupp. They traded for Rashid Shaheed. He only played 3 games, but they traded for him. And they have Torrey Horton, who was a good-looking rookie. And then they traded for Shaheed. And, Horton. I watched a lot of Seattle this year. Okay. So we're going to start here. Now Seattle is not a pass more aggressive. Seattle is actually a run more aggressive. So we're going to use this solitaire chart for Seattle. We'll roll 2 dice. The white one, again, is the play call. And the purple one is the player. All right, a 7-3. So 1st and 10. 7 is going to be an off-tackle run. And 3 is going to be Kenneth Walker. And again, I get that by going here, right here. So apparently, yeah, that, you know what? That's one of the things I really like about this game is that Kenneth Walker's 1 to 10 on in and out run, inside and outside. But on a stretch, or inside and off tackle, on a stretch and an outside run, he's only 1 to 9. As Charbonnet gets a few more of those carries when they run like a sweeper or something like that. So I like that a lot. I like how that narrows it down to the specific player based more on what they do in real life. But this is going to be Kenneth Walker, and it's going to be a what was it already? 7? 7 was you forgot. Where'd it go? Oh, down here. Yeah, off tackle. So off tackle, and it will be Kenneth Walker. All right, so here we go. So now we flip this card first. No, we flip this card first. And we're going to go, oh, geez, there's all kinds of stuff. Now, I'm not going to do reviews. We'll do that game 6 or 9 or whatever. Pressure doesn't matter, but we do have a fumble on runs, receptions, and returns. So we have a possible fumble here. I'm going to guess that I just roll a D12. And I see his number up there looks like 1 to 2. So would it just be a D12? And if it's a 1 or a 2, it's a fumble? I hope this isn't like APBA where there's fumbles every other play. All right, so penalty, fumbles, there it is. All right, so fumble run in the top right-hand corner. Yeah, we've got that. Defensive team rolls a D20 against the ball pair. Here's fumble rating. Oh, wait, the defensive team does something? The defensive team rolls a D20. You lost me there. The defensive team. Okay, so let's just keep reading here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So it's literally, the defensive team meaning the person playing the defense. So I'm the defensive team in this case. All right, so it's a 1 or a 2 is his fumble. So here we go. So we need a 1 or a 2, and it is a 7, so the fumble will not matter. So his number is, for off tackle, his number is a 42. So do I flip a card again, or do I use the same card? I think I use the same card. And there's no modifiers. It's just zeros all the way. So we'll flip this. And a 42 is 4. But what is the arrow? Oh, my God. There's so many symbols on this thing. Holy cow. What does the arrow down mean? So you can see here. You can see a 42 right there has this fancy arrow. Oh, it's -4. Does it say -4? That does say -4. So we've got an arrow down thingy and then a -4. So Kenneth Walker may get tackled in the backfield. I got to figure out what this arrow down thingy means. I'm sure it's right here. Here we go. All right, so there's an arrow up. All right, so another is arrow up. This means a player. Oh, rated B. So, okay, so it says arrow down -4. Where do we see that? That doesn't look the same. Oh, there we go. These are yardage modifiers. Oh, wow. Okay, so you flip a card and subtract 4. Oh, okay. So we're going to flip a card. That's an interesting thing to do there. Flip a card, and now we got 40 to 49 is 2 yards. We're going to subtract 4, and he's going to lose 2. So Kenneth Walker, and anytime I watched Kenneth Walker get the ball, that seems like about what he did. So Kenneth Walker, that's why Zach Charbonnet continued to... Oh, I didn't do the punt. The punt was 15 seconds, and the run play is that. And Kenneth Walker is going to go -2. All right. 2nd and 12. Here we go. All right, so 2nd and 12 is going to be this column right here. Looks like it's going to be a pass. A 6-4. And that is going to be right there. And 4, and we're looking at Jackson Smith, aren't we? So this is going to be what pass was it? A medium pass. Yeah, it's going to be Jackson Smith and Jigba. So right here. So 1 to 8. 68 is the percentage. 72 is the yard. So what I learned while I was watching videos is you use the percentage to determine whether it was complete or not, and then you use the yards number to determine what the actual yardage was. So we're going to flip a chart. Flip this. And it was 68. All right. Do we modify it? Yeah, it goes up to 78. I see that pass completion 78. So then we flip one of these. And we look at 78. And it is A-D. Oh, my goodness. Can't get a simple one here. Just give me a simple one for one play. All right, A-D. What does that mean? I know that means look at the... Is there an A column? Yeah, right there's an A plus column. But what does it actually mean? A-D. Here we go. So there was no pressure. Oh, there was pressure. Oh, my God. So pressure medium. Oh, my God, there's so much. All right, so before I flipped this and this, right? Or was that was my run column. Oh, yeah, that was my run column from when Kenneth Walker ran the ball. So before I flip this, the last one, I got to check pressure. So pressure medium, defense +2. So the defense is a 1 to 10. No, the Rams. What are the Rams? So the Rams are a... they're only a 1 to 6. Yikes! Look at that, 1 to 6 for pass rush. Well, they're missing what's his name? That nose tackle that was like the best nose tackle to ever play the game. Defensive lineman. I don't remember his name. Defensive tackle. So 1 to 6, and we're actually going to add 2. So we're going to make it a 1 to 8. Is that what it was? 1 to 6. Yeah, we're going to make it a 1 to 8. See if they get pressure on Darnold, and they do not. So now. And then the completion is a +10. So now we flip it, and we see the I didn't look here. This is where I got not here. I got to look here. So it went from 68 to 78. 78 means it's only complete if it's a star, and he is a plus. And I learned in the last video that pluses and stars are the same thing. So I'm not sure. There's got to be some difference between them. I don't know why you'd have both. So that means it's going to be complete. And now we got to figure out the yards. And I think what we do is we go to his 72 and we flip another card and we say 13 yards. Did I do that right? 13 yards. That's a first down, by the way, because it was 2nd and 12. So that's going to take us from the 41 to the 54, which is the 46. That's going to take us to the Rams 46. It's going to be first down and 10 now for the Seahawks after JSN gets me some fantasy points by having a 13-yard reception. And that is a first down. Oh, that's wrong. Wrong place. 13 yards and a first down. Do I need to put anything else in here? Like, I don't care about who had the most first downs. That's not a stat I care about. All right. So it's going to be 1st and 10, and that was a 30-second play. 1st and 10 Seahawks on the Rams 46. Go back to 1st and 10. We'll go back to the green. Roll 2 dice. And it is a 2-18. Yikes. So 2 is inside run. 18 is going to be Zach Charbonnet. So Zach Charbonnet with the inside run. And that number is a 41. So we'll flip this over. Inside run, no modifier. But we have oh, look at that. So that's interesting. We have a quarterback fumble. But I believe since this is a running play, let's make sure. I believe that will not matter. I could be wrong about that because he does have to hand off. Let's see. So on a run play, fumbles. There we go. There it is. If the team fumbling, okay, wait. If they so it doesn't say. I'm going to play it that way. I'm going to play it where because it was a run play, and that says quarterback fumble, or maybe do I roll against the quarterback's fumble chart and see if he fumbled the handoff? I'm not sure what the proper way is to do that. I'm going to make an executive decision to just not call it because I hate fumbles, number one. And number two, I feel like, it was a run play. All right, so there's no modifier on an inside run, so we just flip this over. And Charbonnet's number is a 41. And that's going to be 4.5 yards. So we'll make it 5 yards. And it is going to be 2nd down and 5 on the 41-yard line. And that was, I can't remember if I already marked the 30 seconds off, but we'll just say we didn't. 11 and a half to go. Oh, we got to switch possessions to Seattle. Okay. All right, there we go. See, I feel like once you get the hang of it, you know where to look for everything, probably could play this pretty quick. All right, here we go. Next play. 16-15. 16, I realize you probably can't see this dice very well. I hope you can see it under the camera, but it doesn't look like it. But 16-15. So 16 on 1st and 10. No, 2nd and 5. Right there. 15. That's going to be an intermediate pass. And 15 is going to be on an intermediate pass. Where are we at here? There we go. 15 on an intermediate is Elijah Arroyo. I believe he's a backup tight end, Elijah Arroyo. So, like, if we look here, there's Elijah Arroyo. And I went to an intermediate pass, which is right here, and he's the 15. So we got a 73% and a 37 for the yardage. So there's a high chance he catches it, but it looks like he doesn't get very many yards once he catches it. So we're gonna flip over this thing. And 73. Oh, no, that's wrong. Sorry. We're going to flip over the action deck first. I had to redo these so the action deck's above it, but I don't even know if you can see these. Can you see? I'm not sure if you can see these right here, but either way, I don't have a lot of room here. All right, so boom. So we're going to flip it over, and we've got pressure, medium, plus, and you look at the quarterback. But this is intermediate, so this is not medium plus. So we don't have to worry about that. And then we're gonna go pass completion does not get modified. That was a 73 for Arroyo. So we flip over the yardage now. He's a 37. And we get flip a card and add 2. So 39. And that is 5.5. So he gets 6 yards, and that is a first down We'll run the clock. We'll move this, and it's going to take him to the 35-yard line as the Seahawks are moving here. So it's going to be a 6-yard completion to Arroyo. 6 and 6. So Darnold 2 for 2, 19 yards. All right. Next play. We'll roll again. A 13-6. So first and 10, 13. It's going to be a short pass. 6 on a short pass is Rashid Shaheed. The just traded for in like week 14 or something, whatever it was. Rashid Shaheed. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not games played. Well, he did play. Oh, that is not games played. I'm sorry. That is his average. I saw that 3. That is his average targets or catches per game. Not sure which. What's that column? 3. I'm not sure what that 3 is. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. All right. So Shaheed now on a short pass. I flip over the game action card, and you can see we get pressure medium plus on the defense, and there's no modifier or there's nothing else. And this is a short pass. It doesn't matter. And then we have this pass completion. What does the star mean? So let's go to passing. All right, this rule book is better now that I kind of understand what I'm doing. It's just getting there really needs to be like a get started guide. All right, what does the asterisk mean? The fumble recovery modifiers. There it is. This means the targeted receiver is either too well covered or maybe slipped and fell. Now, what are you doing, Shaheed? Roll a d20 and compare it to the column beside the length of pass to determine a new receiver. Oh. So we're just going to determine a new receiver. So we're basically just picking a new receiver. So it's not going to be Shaheed. It's going to be, so he's going to look at Shaheed and go, he's double covered. So we're going to look for Kenneth Walker. We're going to flare it out to our running back, Kenneth Walker. And on a short pass, wow, his completion is a 95%. His yards is only a 17, though. So now we're going to flip over and here and look at the 95. And I'm sorry, we don't modify no, it's a 95 now. So here, wait, do I flip over another card? Hold on. I don't know if I probably have to flip over another action card. And we get another star. So is he covered too? So here we go. 4. And now we're looking for JSN. He really should be the primary read. Flip over another card, and we're going to get no modifier to the percentage was an 88, but a 10-yard modifier to the yardage. So let's flip it over. Let's look at 88. 88 is complete. We flip it over now to look at the yardage plus 10. So that's a 43. It's a 53. And that's 10.5. So he gets 11 yards. So the Seahawks, Rams go 3 and out, but the Seahawks are moving. JSN with 2 catches already. And it's first down. All right, I don't think I did that, so we'll do that. All right, now it is, so there's no out of bounds here that I'm noticing, which means I'm going to have to determine 15-second plays on my own based on like what happens in the play. If it's like a short play, I don't know, I'll figure it out. We'll just kind of make it up as we go here. All right, so let's keep going. Eventually I'll use the timing in the middle, but right now, I'm gonna have to modify my app up here to allow 10-second plays to make it easier. All right, so next play, 1st and 10 again, and we get a 9-15. So it's going to be an outside run. 15 is, where are we at here? In out. There we go. Oh, that's off tackle. String out. So 7. That's going to be Charbonnet. So Zach Charbonnet on the outside run. His number is a 40. So we'll flip over this. And we have nothing exciting, but we are going to modify it from 40 up to 52. And then we'll flip over this. 52, 4.5 yards. So we'll make it 5 yards. And he is down to the 19. 2nd down. So down to the 19 goes Charbonnet with a 5-yard gain. Okay. Keep it going here. 12-2 on 2nd and 5. 12-2 is short pass, looking for Jackson Smith and Jigba again. And his short, 88. That's really good. So let's flip over the action card. Oh, look at that. We got pressure. I'm not dealing with the reviews. Pressure medium, but we're doing short, so it doesn't matter. No modifier to the completion or the yardage. So we'll just flip this over and say 23. 23 is, an NA plus. What? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Over here, 23. 3 yards. So he'll find JSN for his third catch. And this will be a 3-yard gain. And we'll say this one went out of bounds. So 15 seconds. And Sam Darnold, 4 for 4 right now for a bunch of yards. Okay. Probably should be adding them. Is that what I should be doing in this column? Instead of putting each individual one, I should be adding them. So it's easy to look down and see how many yards he has. 1933. So here, let's do this. Let's go 33 right here. And then when JSN has another catch, 24, he's got 27. I'll do that right. Okay. All right, what is that? Second and, so that was how many yards? 3? After the 5-yard run, so it's 3rd and 2. Yeah, 3rd and 2 on the 16. Okay. So it's 3rd and 2. We'll go here and here. Wow, 3rd and 2. They pass a lot. Holy cow. All right, a 13-11, and that is going to be a pass. It's going to be an intermediate pass. And the 11 is going to be A.J. Barner, the big tight end, 79-37. So we have pressure all, and we're going to use the quarterback. So the Rams are going to get back there. And because it says quarterback, we're going to use the quarterbacks column, which are these right here. So defense just means check to see if they get it. But when it's quarterback, they get it. So it's going to be 1-4. So we'll do that again. 1-4, sack. Where's that? 5-8. He gets the pass off, but you subtract 8 from his completion percentage. 15-17 is a check down. And I believe you roll against a check down column, which is right here to figure out who the receiver is. And then you've got quarterback runs 18-20. I have to figure out how to do that. So let's see what we get here. So pressure coming on Sam Darnold. And he is going to get sacked. We roll to see how many yards. So we roll D12. And he's going to lose 11 yards on the sack. I don't think I like the D12 as sack because, well, yeah, I'm not sure. So he'll lose 11 yards. Let's see who got the pressure and the sack. I just care about the sack for the Rams. Getting in the backfield for the Rams. 9 or 6. That'll be Byron Young getting in the back. So Byron Young. Gets 1 sack for 11 yards. Sorry, not 6. 11 yards. And that is going to make it 4th down. And we're going to back him all the way up to here, which is the 27-yard line. And we're going to bring out one of my unsung fantasy heroes this year, John Casey, who I had in so many leagues, to try a field goal. This is going to be a 44-yard field goal. Piece of cake. So how do we do that? There he is, Jason Myers right here at the top. This is field goal. And so since it says 18-29, this must be the length of the field goal because you can't have anything less than 17 yards. So we're going to go, this is 44. We're going to go here. We've got 1-17 is probably good. I don't know what this means. So let's just roll it and see what happens. And it is an 8, and it is good. And John Casey is going to put Seattle up 3-0, 9.5 to go. So let's see what we can do here. Field goal made, 44. And that's going to make it 3-0. Now we're going to kick off. So now we're going to kick off. So we're going to put the ball 35. We'll just put it at the 20. And it's going to be kicking off John Casey again, but we're going to go to that kickoff chart. Where's that? For Seattle. There it is. Wait, where is it? Oh, I was on it. There it is, kickoff. So this kickoff chart right here underneath John Casey's or Jason not John Casey, Jason Myers. Underneath Jason Myers' field goal, we're going to kick off. All right, so we're going to roll 2 dice, right? No, just 1. Oh, that was 2 on the punt, just 1 for kickoff. A 1. So this is going to be a very short kick of 52 yards. It's going to be taken at the 13 by the Rams. And it's going to be, where's that? Right here. Individual kick returns. There it is. All right, so we're going to roll 2 dice to determine who the player is. So white, again, is going to be the player, and purple is going to be the yardage. And it is a 13-17. That is going to be Blake Corum, and he is going to return it for 34 yards. So Corum for 34. I don't think I put the first one on here. So 34 for Corum. Kick returns. I don't care about that. Well, don't worry about that. So 34 for Corum. So that's going to give them first down. They're going to go all the way to the 47-yard line to start this drive, and they're going to be 1st and 10 at the 47. All right, so let's get the other chart out. No, I can't lose those. Oh, man. Can't lose those. So this is going to be now, the Rams are a pass more team, and we're going to have to make a little change. I'm not using those either, so there we go. Okay, so it's going to be first down. Okay, so we're going to go 1st and 10. White is the player. Again, no, white is the play. Purple is the player. So 17 is a play. That is going to be a long pass. Stafford looking long, a 9. And that's going to be Devontae Adams, 49% completion rating, but the yardage number starts at 96. So 49-96. Let's flip it. Oh, look at that. Medium plus. We've got defensive pressure, so they're going to get in there again. And that's a 1-10. So let's check the 1-10. Do they get pressure? They do. So let's go to Stafford's pressure chart. Oh, a 20. That's going to be, and he's going to run. All right, how do you have the quarterback run? All right, so he can either force the pass or run. We're not going to force it. I think I saw Grant say in his video I just watched a minute ago that said if you force it, it's like a -20 on the completion chart, and that's already 29. So, okay, so we're going to go roll a D20 and refer to his QB scramble cell. Where's that at? There it is. And this is going to be outside, and that gives us a number. Oh, okay. Ignore any run stuff. And then turn over a result. All right, so his QB scramble chart is right here. QB scramble. Going to run outside. It's just like APBA. 1-12, the number's a 28. 13-20, it's a 17. All right, so it is a 16. So that is going to be outside. That's going to be a 17 as your starting number. So we're just going to flip this over. And he'll get 1 yard on the scramble. So 30 seconds off the clock. Stafford will get 1. So we had a long pass, but it didn't work out. Where do I put Stafford? There is 1. All right. 2nd down and 9. I'll tell you one thing about this board that I do like is it's not slippery. So I can move it around and nothing moves. That's great. All right, let's go back to our 2nd and 9 chart, which is right here. A 9-14. So that is going to be an intermediate pass. Looking for Tyler Higbee, the tight end. Tyler Higbee. So Higbee is 75-37. So let's flip this one over. And we got pressure medium. Nope, doesn't matter. Pass complete, pass yardage, nothing changes. So we'll flip this over. What was my number? 37. And it is incomplete. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I gotta do the percent. That 75 is what I use. So 75 is going to be, all right, so this is going to be a P. P means it may or may not be batted down, which, okay, we'll go with that. I have thoughts on that, but we'll go with that. So P, how do you resolve a P? I know you look at something. So if it's a P, where is that? Oh, I missed something. Where is that at? Sneak. Passing play. Completion. Yardage. Don't care. Turn it over. P penalty. No. Wait, is that a penalty? No, the penalty's in that yellow board. It's not there yet. Thank God we haven't had any of those yet. Knock on wood. No. I know it's here, and I know it means that the defense can bat it down. Interception, fumble recovery, bad snap, forced fumble. P. Complete. See, where is that? It should be right here. Oh, there it is. First, see if the receiver is rated. Oh, star P. Is this a star? It is not. It's just a regular P. So CP. Okay, there it is. P means the defense may deflect the pass. Roll a D20 and reference the defense's pass deflection rating. So Seattle's pass deflection rating is 1 to 14. Holy cow. All right, so 1 to 14, and it's a 5. They'll bat it down. That'll be incomplete. So that'll be incomplete. Make it third down, right? 3rd and 9. 3. 3rd and 9. Okay, what are we doing here on 3rd and 9? I'm gonna guess we're gonna pass the ball. What's going on? The Rams this game started in real life. Matthew Stafford just had a catch, so there's a lot going on here. We're going minus 15 for the incompletion. Puka just caught a pass in real life. Let's see if he can do that here on 3rd and 9. All right, we're gonna go with a 6-16. So 6 is gonna be a medium pass. 16 is gonna be back to Tyler Higbee. 65-62. So, we got a check down. So pass completion means check down. So I think we roll again in the check down section. It's a 9. That'll be Tyler Higbee. Wait, it wasn't that was just who it was, right? That's funny. So he looked for Tyler Higbee, couldn't find him, and checked it down to Tyler Higbee. So I got to figure out when you do that, when you do a check down, it looks like check down and short pass use the same numbers, but I just want to make sure. There's an index in this thing. No, we need an index. You need a start. A get started, getting started, and you need an index. All right, so check down. So to do a check down, right there it is. I did that. So it is from their short pass ratings. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Oh, and there's an adjustment too. There's a check. Oh, so Matthew Stafford. Okay, so we went to the check down column, which is right here. Rolled Higbee, which I think was the intended receiver anyway, right there. 9 to 12 for Higbee. But then you go to Stafford's check down, which is a minus 10. So Higbee is 84-19. So now he's 74. We turn this thing over. 74 is complete. And then his number is, what did I say, 19? Yeah, it's a 19. Well, it's not going to be very much. And that is complete for 3 yards. So it's a short gain for Higbee of 3 yards. And that's going to be another punt. Another punt for the Rams. Boy, good field position, too, and they just wasted it. So let's bring out Ethan Evans. Again, we'll roll 2 dice. The white one is going to be the yardage. The purple one will be if it's a fair catch. It's a 6 and an 18. So the yardage is 44 yards. It is not a fair catch. It is not a fair catch. So what did I say? 44 yards. So 44 from the 48 is, what is that? 9? Is that 44 and 40 is 86. That's the 14-yard line. So he'll take it at the 14. And then you roll for the punt return also. But don't I roll in the punt returner? Where are we at here? Individual punt returners, yes. We'll roll 2 dice again. The white will be the player. And it's a 12-1. So that's going to be Shaheed, and he's going to lose 4 yards. He'll get blasted. And we're going to drop it back to the 20. So the Seattle Seahawks are going to start 1st and 10 at their own 20 after a -4 by Rashid Shaheed, who's not having a good game. Let's be honest here. But Seattle up 3-0. I got 8:15 to go is the way that I'm trying to remember to do time. I gotta figure out how to do time management on this so I can use the board so it makes more sense to me. All right. Start off 1st and 10. And we're going to go back to Seattle's offensive players. I will be doing a Shedeur Sanders game at some point soon. All right, here we go. Okay. I think we're doing all right here. I'm learning. Some of the plays are starting to speed up, so we're getting there. All right, let's go to Seattle now. I'm going to flip charts because they are run aggressive. I also want to learn how to use this. I want to learn how to use this defensive playing card. I'm curious what you do with that. We're not going to use it today. I'll throw it back in the box. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Seattle. And we're going to go 4-1. It's going to be a run. It's going to be Kenneth Walker. Inside run, Kenneth Walker. That's the other thing is after you played enough, you start learning a lot of the players' numbers. And you know that Kenneth Walker is 1 everywhere on run plays. So 4-1 is Walker. His number is 47. So we'll flip this over. No modifiers at all. Run, though. So no, nothing up here at the top. But run inside is a +12. So that takes him to 59. And that's going to be 3 yards. So Kenneth Walker gets 3 yards. So that takes him to 1 total yard. And it is going to be... Oh, wait, what did I do here? I'm at the 20. Oh, yeah, that's why. So we're at the 23. Okay. All right, we're at the 23-yard line. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Boom. All right, here we go. White, purple. We're reading them in that order. So white, and the player is first. What's going on in this game? 7-0 Carolina. The Rams. All right. 8-8. So 8-8 is going to be an outside run. So we're going to pitch it out. And that is going to be back to Kenneth Walker. Right? Kenneth Walker. Yeah, Kenneth Walker again. So he's getting his 3rd carry of the game here. And he is on the outside. He's a 46. So flip this. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Figure that out. All right, 46. No modifiers except for, the run. The outside run is down 15. So the Rams defense, it's a 31. So we're going to flip this and look at 31. And it's going to be a 3 yard. So another 3-yard gain for Walker. So give him 3 carries for 4 yards so far. And that's going to take it to the 26. Make it 3rd down and 4. So Darnold. Looks like we're going to have a pass here, but we'll see. All right. Oh, a 20 and a 3. So we're going to go. What does the A mean? So we have an A. So look at this. We have a 20, and then we have a little tiny A right there. Was it 3rd and 3? Yeah, 3rd down and 3. What does the A mean? I don't know. Let's find out. All right, so I don't even know where to find that. I've already had an A once, but I thought it was on one of these other ones. Ow. Sorry. Itchy back. All right. Pass. Other symbols and letters. Here we go. That might be right where I want to be. Okay, it's an A+. Oh, some of the cells have an A+, or B. Each player is rated as a minimum of A. This means their longest run was no more than 16. Wait, what about on passing? Passing play. So this is in the play calling chart. This is a little bit different than the other ones. Is there an A here? I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. Is that going to be in the beginning? After the kicking? Like right here? Passing. Let's go back to passing. That's a run. Passing. So I don't know what that A means, and I don't see. Oh, here we go. What is that? No. See, there's nothing in here on the play call about what that means. So, and I don't see anything in here that might. So if I go, I wonder if I go into the on the turf side of these directions, would it be in here? I think it might be. So there's your solitaire charts. Twins, Corey Clement, D20. I mean, that's a weird looking A symbol too. Oh, that's an that's an audible. Okay, so so you can re-roll if you want to. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So okay, that's an audible. So that little A means audible. So I'm gonna re-roll because that was a long pass and it's only 3rd and 4. So let's re-roll. And we get a 10. So that was a 10-3. So 10 is that JSN? Oh, wait, 10 here. Sorry. 10 is on 3rd and 3. That's an intermediate pass. And that is going to be JSN. No, it's going to be Cooper Kupp. I haven't said his name yet. So 75 and 40 are Cooper Kupp's numbers. All right, so no modifiers. We're going to modify the pass yardage to 8. So the completion percentage is 75. And the pass yardage is now 48. So let's check for the completion first. 75 is complete. Now let's check the yardage. And what was it again? 48. And that is good for. That's 9 yards and a first down. All right, so Cooper Kupp. Sam Darnold, 5 for 5. And Kupp gets his first one, and I did that wrong. This should be 41. All right. So Sam Darnold killing it right now. Minnesota biting their tongue about it. And it's first down. And he'll get, oh, wait, no. Oh, wait. Yeah, that was 9 yards. So we're going to go to the 35. I'm used to Pro Football Helper where it just does it automatically. So, and I may try to figure out if I can use Pro Football Helper with this somehow. I don't know that I can, but I'm going to try to figure it out. So, all right. First and 10 on the 35. And we're back to that chart. And we have a 14-10. So 14 is an intermediate pass, and it's going to go to I never heard of this guy before. Drake Young? Never heard of this guy. I've heard of everybody else here but this guy, Drake Young, who has a 10 right there. And intermediate, it's 71-51. So we'll flip this over. Pressure long plus, so we're not pressure. We're going to go 71-54 as we're going to modify it by 3 based on that number that you probably can't see. So right there, there's a 3. So no modifier on the completion, but a 3 on the yardage. So 71-54. Is it complete? It is complete because Sam Darnold is that good. And 54 is 9.5. So it's a 10-yard completion. Am I doing this wrong with Darnold? 51, Drake Young, 10. Seriously, am I doing this wrong with Darnold? He's killing it. I know he was good this year, but what is he, 6 of 6? Yeah, he's 6 of 6, 51 yards. All right, so I don't know if I did the time. I'm going to read about how to do the time in a little while. Boy, Puka Nacua is so good. He hasn't even a target in my game. All right, so let's go first and 10. Do it again. 3-8. So that is going to be an inside run, and it's going to be Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker's number is 47. Flip this over. And we have, what does run stuff mean? What does run stuff? That's new. Well, I'm hitting everything today. So we're going to go back to run. Run stuff. Run stuff. Let's see. Running. Other symbols. Penalties. Fumbles. QB sneak. Weather. I do not see run stuff here. Let's go to the on the turf then. See if it's in there. That helped me last time pretty quick. So let's see if it's in here. Penalties. Oh man, where are we at here? There we go. All right, run play. Run stuff. I don't see a run stuff, but I do see a whole bunch of thing about timing, which makes me happy because that means I can read that. All right, so I did not see run stuff in there anywhere. I don't see it. I might have to go watch another video. I think for this one, I might just flip another card. So I'm getting ready to, I'm going to be stopping here pretty soon because it's getting kind of late. I want to watch some of this Rams game and do some other stuff here. It's a little bit, oh, here we go. Defense could get runs. There we go, run stuff. That means the defense has a chance to stop a play for a loss. Roll a D12 result against the defensive team's run rating. And then you figure out how many yards were lost. Oh, so is that on the board here? Now, hold on. Is that on the board? No, I don't see it there. Where's that? Is that here on the defense? So this is going to be the Rams defense. Their run rating is a 6. But where's the stuff rating? Oh, is it literally just that little table right there? Oh. Okay, so we're going to run. 1 to 6 means they're going to stuff them. And this is a D12 or a D20? I think it's a D20. Oh, no, roll a D12. Wow, a D12. Seriously? All right. And it is a 6. And that is going to be good because they're a 6. And then you roll against this little tiny table here in the book. Little tiny table, I'm going to assume, way down here in the book. Way down here. Run stuff on a D12. And we're going to go inside, so it's either going to be -3 or -2. 1 to 4 is -3. And it is a 12, so it's going to be -2. So Kenneth Walker, who continues to go back, he just goes forward and backward. He'll lose 2 there on the play. And we're going to make it, boom, 2nd down and 12. 30 seconds off the clock. I'm doing the clock management so poorly, but what are you going to do? All right, so that's going to make it 2nd and 12. $8-11. So medium pass to Xavier Smith. He is a 67-77. All right, so nothing exciting. Now it's a 67-82. We're going to modify the yardage by 5. So 67-82. 67 is complete because damn, Sam Darnold was that good. 82. Oh my, that's 22 yards. So Sam Darnold, 222. 22 yards down to the Rams 35 for Darnold. So that's 73 yards already. Xavier Smith with a 22-yarder. He's not on the sheet, is he? Oh, he's not on the sheet. That's weird. Can I type him? Can I write him on here? So we'll go Xavier. That might be a mistake because he's on this sheet. Oh, I looked at the Rams. No wonder. Oh, man. Do I got to do it again? I had the Rams up there because I was looking at their defense. So what'd I roll? I rolled an 8, 11. 11 is who? It's Cooper Kupp. So Cooper Kupp is 67-67, so 67-62. And it is still complete. And then 62 is 14 yards. So it's 14 yards. And it's Cooper Kupp. So we're going to back him up 8. Right? Because it was 22. Yeah, we're going to back him up 8 to the 43. And it's going to be first attempt at the 43 now for we'll call it a 15-second play, for the Seahawks. All right, let's keep it going. See, this is where I think it gets quick once you understand. If there's nothing in the game to modify, it's really quick. Once you understand where to look, I think it's pretty quick. All right, an 18-20 on first down is medium pass, and that is to Kenneth Walker. Medium pass to Kenneth Walker, 72-58. Nothing, no modifiers, so 58 is, 72 is complete. And 58 is 10 yards. Am I doing something wrong with the completed passes? Or is he just, every time I look, it's one of these high numbers up here. I haven't had anything low. I'm afraid I'm doing this wrong. Somebody has to tell me. Maybe I just picked Darnold with some really good players. I don't know. All right, so 72 was complete. 58 is 10 yards. Call that 30 seconds. That's another first down. It wasn't happening with the Rams. And that was Kenneth Walker for 10. All right, keep it going. 28. So what is it? Second down. That's first down, right? Yeah, first down. So 20 is a deep ball. No modifier here. No audible. An 8 on a deep ball is Cooper. No, it is. Oh, it's going to be JSN. And he is a 58-100. So let's flip over this. And we're going to get pressure all. Defense +1. So we're going to go to the defensive chart. There again, they're 1 to 6 right there. And we're going to add 1 because it said add 1. So 1 to 7 is pressure. And there is no pressure. So now we're going to go, what was his numbers? He's a 58-100. We're going to flip it over. No modifiers anywhere else. 58. It is complete. We're going to go to 100. And it's a B. What is B? Does that mean just 63? We got a B at 100. And right there's a B and it says 63. Is that literally just 63 yards? If so, it's a touchdown. Which kind of is what happens in real life with Darnold and JSN. Let's be honest here. So let's see. Let's see if he just got a touchdown. What does that mean if he's like a B or better? Because on long pass, he's B. Oh, can I not call a long pass there? Oh no, I can call a long pass there from the 38-yard line. Yeah, I can call it. Oh man. People that have played this before are watching going, I know what the answer is. Oh yeah, okay, so Diggs 70 would mean a 43 would mean 8.5. Record the result, but what if it says B? Oh, there's an OB in the upper right-hand corner. I didn't know that. Got to keep an eye on that. That'll get me out of bounds. Oh yeah, up here in the red. There it is, out of bounds. Oh, I didn't know that. That's good to know. Okay, so but what about? I think I just go to B. All right, let's go to field to see if that B exists here. I do like the way he puts the arrows pointing to screenshots. That's good. And passing. Oh, here we go. Determine yards. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Game action card. Me pass. You can limit. I tell you, I don't see it in here. I'm sure it's in here. So far, I've said I don't see it in here a bunch of times, and it's in here every single time. So I'm sure it's in here. I'm guessing, and somebody tell me if I'm wrong, I'm guessing that because it was 100 and it says B, I just go to this B column and it's a 63. He would have gotten out of bounds had it been in the end zone or out of the end zone. But I feel like that's a touchdown. So I'm giving him a touchdown there. And that is going to be a, how far was that? 38-yard touchdown pass to JSN. So that's going to be 25, 113 for Darnold. JSN with a 38 touchdown. Let's kick the extra point. So that's going to be, I know what I might do is I can do it here. So let's kick the extra point, and we'll make it 9-0 right now. And it's going to be my boy, Jason Myers, coming out. Extra point, 1-19, good. And I'm not sure what the 20 means. And I rolled a 10. That's good. And it is going to be 10-0 Seattle. 4:45 to go. And I'm going to stop here. I have a pretty good handle on how to play the game, but I'm going to read the instruction book some more. I'm going to look up how to do timing, and I'm going to come back probably tomorrow and play it some more. I really like this. I do. It's complicated, but I like how specific it is, getting down to all of the different plays you can run, the things that can happen. And I really like the players and their numbers. I like how specific it is. It's a little more complicated than the APBA, which I also love. Thanks for watching. Any questions, any comments? Did I do anything wrong? Please let me know. And thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good Saturday.